listening to the What the Wrestling podcast, the show that brings you all things wrestling with your host, RJD.
Come get some.
Perfect.
You already know what time it is. Welcome everybody to What the Wrestling. This is your What the Wrestling Monday Night Raw review. As always, we coming in a little bit different. As you know, trying some new things, working on some new things. Can you be mad at me? No, you can't. But this is what I want everybody to do: hit the goddamn like button, like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. What the Wrestling, Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok, Spotify, and Anchor. Look at it rolling beneath your screen right now. Hopefully, everybody's having themselves a wonderful day. Man, oh man, what we got going on. We had Monday Night Raw. We got Crown Jewel coming up. We got to talk about Omega and Offspring. Oh, not Offspring.
Stupid.
We got to talk about Omega and MJF over the weekend. That was absolutely fantastic. But first things first, we're going to get into the Monday Night Raw review. Also going to do some Crown Jewel predictions. Hold on. Let's see what the match card is. All right. Yeah. LA Knight. Is he going to get the championship?
Nope.
No, he is not. But let's see what they end up doing anyway. But first things first, we're going to get into a Monday Night Raw review. We ain't going to waste any time. We're going to knock it out. So let's talk about Monday Night Raw. What happened on this show? What I will say is this show was really good. The first hour and a half, really good. Some of the stuff I saw, I didn't see it in order, but some of the stuff I did see was a little boring. But the first hour was good. Shout out to the Creed brothers. Let's talk about them first. As always, you know we don't go in order here. I just talk about the stuff I like, and then we get it done. So let's talk about the Creed brothers, Brutus and Julius versus Alpha Academy. No better people to get into the ring with. Now, Creed brothers are, as you would say, very new, very green. They do make mistakes, but we all make mistakes. I ain't gonna hold them. I ain't gonna hold that against them. Not when it comes to wrestling. These brothers went out there and they absolutely had a fantastic showing with the Brutus Bomb Doomsday Device Cannonball finish. That was great. I think it was Julius, the taller one, picking up Mr. Otis himself, Mr. Big Man, and basically cannonball Doomsday Device and him into the ground. There was a very nice sequence where There was I think a World's Strongest Slam, followed by a 450 by Julius, followed by a uh, a moonsault by Chad Gable. All of these guys in this ring, like working together, all of them, these are the perfect people for them to work with. Throwing Otis around, picking him up. He's a very large fella. And the fact that they were able to do that and get the crowd hype, they're going to be fine on the main roster. I have no doubt. It adds another tag team to the division. It gives people some new faces to work with, and those guys are great, superior athletes. So I think everybody will be fine in this case. They'll be pushed to the moon, but they got to work on the promos a little bit. But if given the chance, they got to work on the promos and they got to get like some swag about them. They have to get an identity. Who are they? The Creed brothers, great. Who are you? What do you do? Why should I care? Once they get that down, forget it. It is game over.
Finish him.
I'm really feeling the Creed. I like the Creed brothers on NXT, and they had a banger the next day too. I like the Creed brothers on NXT, but I really like them versus Otis and Gable. All of these brothers, fantastic job wrestling. They did get lost in the shuffle for like 30 seconds. They were kind of lost. It was like,
Stop it. Get some help.
but once they got the heat back, it was all good after that. So we had Nakamura cutting the promo. Xia Li beat Candice LeRae via ref stoppage. Candice LeRae deserves better, but they're trying to build up Xia Li. Cool. Drew McIntyre once again reflected on his career, talking about how it sucked how he won the title in front of nobody, and it was like, I was like, damn. I feel his pain and I understand why he feels the way he feels. So that was kind of cool. We had Becky Lynch bragged about being a more active champion of Rhea Ripley and Roman Reigns. During her previous stint as NXT Women's Championship champion, she was confronted by Xia Li, but Xia Li was like, I want my fight. Stupid. But she's not the champ no more. So that's number one. And then she says, oh, well, let's fight right now. She said, no, on my time. Stupid. But you've been calling her out for like the past 3 weeks. So when do you want to fight? Then she says, when is your time? Wait, hit the wrong button. Stupid. What do you mean, when is your time? Lady? She just offered you a fight right now. If you wanted to fight her because she had the belt, now she don't got the belt and you want to fight her, this is stupid. It makes no sense. But it is what it is. Sami Zayn and JD McDonough was announced for the Crown Jewel kickoff show. Sami Zayn deserves better.
Nope.
But that should be a good match. Chelsea Green beat Natalya via pinfall in a trick or treat street fight. Green dressed as Bret Hart, Piper Niven dressed up as Jimmy Neidhart, Natalya's father. Nikki Cross also made an appearance in this match. This was just saying. What else we had on this show? DIY beat Imperium. So it sucks that this is not the NXT Black and Gold. That crowd knew who DIY was. They knew Gargano. They knew Ciampa. They know about the crazy ass feud that these guys have had. But unfortunately, most of this crowd does not yet know about how good Ciampa and Gargano are, but they will. So we had The Miz going out there also talking to Gunther, talking about how Gunther is a champion, and Miz and Gunther said that Miz is a joke and he doesn't respect him. And Miz talks about all the stuff that he did 10 years ago, and Gunther laughs because he doesn't care. Stupid. And then Miz is like, I get serious. When I get serious, I can win. And they're trying to make Miz a babyface. No, Miz is not a babyface.
Nope.
but they're trying to make him a sympathetic babyface because Gunther and Imperium beat him down after he tried to come at Gunther verbally, and Gunther was like, "This is a sacred ring to me, and I will chop you to hell." So looks like it's gonna be Miz and Gunther. I think that match is gonna be better than people think it is. That's just me, but I digress. After that, Miz goes to the back. Miz goes to the back and tells Adam Pierce he wants an IC title shot, but Bronson Reed is there, and Bronson Reed is like basically get in line, stupid.
Stop it. Get some help.
So I think it's gonna be like maybe a fatal four way or something like that, but Bronson Reed and The Miz and maybe somebody else in Gunther will be coming soon. So Seth Rollins beat JD McDonough after hitting the stomp in a nice back and forth match. Priest attempted to distract Rollins during the match, teasing a cash in, but it was to no avail. Dominic Mysterio beat Ricochet because of, you guessed it, interference by Rhea Ripley. Okay, cool. And then we had a main event, Priest versus Sami Zayn, ended in DQ after Uso super kicked them. Zayn and Priest fought a competitive fight, but things broke down. Balor, Mysterio, and McDonough intervened. Then you also had main event Jay and Cody. They came out for the save, but after Jay hit Priest, that's all she wrote, and they went off the air with JD McDonough looking this way and the camera catching Sami Zayn's boot right in his jaw. That was fire.
Perfect.
Dope timing. But the only problem I have with this is the Judgment Day. It's the same shit every single week. The Judgment Day come out and say, we run Monday Night Raw. Then somebody else comes out, whether it be Jay, Cody, Sammy, KO, somebody comes out and says, "Ha, no you don't." They say, "Ha, yes we do, and we'll show you right now." And then it's the numbers game, then they all fake fight, and then the main event of the show is said person who interrupted the Judgment Day versus said Judgment Day member, and it leads to a said match at the end of the show every single week.
Get the fuck out of here!
Can we switch it up just a tiny bit? Monday Night Raw was not as good as the Raw 3 weeks ago or the week before that, but it was not a terrible show. It was alright. But that was basically a Monday Night Raw. First good hour. After that, kind of fell off a cliff, but it was okay. It was okay. Not too crazy. Uh, uh, so that was your Monday Night Raw about. Let's talk about MJF and I was about to say Adam Cole. Let's talk about MJF and Kenny Omega. The Best Bout Machine versus the Devil on Saturday Collision. For some reason, a lot of people thought that MJF would not deliver a fantastic match.
Stupid.
You get stupid for that. A lot of people thought that MJF and Kenny Omega should have been built up more. I would be inclined to agree. That match, as good as it was, that match should have been on pay-per-view. And I understand Tony Khan's got a big announcement. Maybe he's going to announce a streaming deal with HBO Discovery, now Max. Maybe he's going to announce that and people won't be paying $50 for pay-per-views. It'll be more like the model of WWE where you got to pay $12, $13, $14.99 per month or whatever for Max and you get AEW included. Maybe that's it. Cool. But that match should have been on pay-per-view. They kind of gave that one away for free. I think the ratings were around 500,000 for that match. They had to deal with the World Series and they had to deal with college football. They had stiff competition. I don't know if it's the same level of fan that watches all three sports. I mean, I watch all three sports, but not everybody's like me. So I don't know. But what I do know is that a match like that should have had a story attached to it and a build, but I'm not going to call it a bad thing or a failure. I'll just say I wish it would have had a story. The streak, Omega streak, is it a decent story? Okay. But they could have done more. They could have had more. That's for sure. What I also will say is that that was one hell of a match. You guys keep saying, and whoever's still saying this, you're an idiot.
Stop it.
MJF couldn't hang with Omega, and man, he was hanging with Omega doing the Made in Japan. I mean, he almost over rotated to the right a little bit too much, but absolutely killed it. Absolutely killed it. And Omega, even though when I first heard of Kenny Omega was 2013, 2014, around there, he's not the Kenny Omega of Omega Okada 1, but he has made no bones about it. He was beat to holy hell for probably for years now. He's been beat to holy hell. On top of the fact he put the company on his back when before Danielson and all these guys put the company on his back, basically carrying everything while he had vertigo and a torn this and a messed up knee and a messed up shoulder and a bad back. I mean, this guy was the epitome of like broken down, beat down. That's why he took so many months off and got the proper procedures done that he needed. And the fact that he was going out there still putting on the type of bouts that he was putting on is simply amazing. And he very much so deserves our praise for that because he was absolutely killing it, killing it. And this brother just put on banger after banger after banger. Disrespectful how good he was or is, even though he was hurt. And he's still hurt. And afterwards, he puts over MJF, shakes his hand, sportsmanship. And
Nope.
and he says, he was worried about the company if it was going to be in good hands, but now he knows it will be in good hands, and now he's happy that MJF is with the company and they're going to be okay because now he can tell. Shout out to him, man. Shout out to him, Don DeMarco, for both of those brothers. He's beat up. Like, Kenny Omega probably has a slew of injuries that nobody knows nothing about. And he doesn't complain. He just continues to come out here and give us banger after banger after banger every single week. Because that's what he does. And would I have liked this match to be built up pay-per-view? Yes. Am I mad that I got to see it on a Saturday night? No. But it raises a question to me about what's going on in AEW with their booking, because without MJF, there's really nothing else going on storyline wise. And MJF has got all these enemies. It's like the focus is on MJF and his story, and then everything else takes a backseat. Like everything else is just there. But the main story is MJF and Wardlow, MJF and Joe, MJF and the Bang Bang Gang, Bullet Club Gold, MJF and Omega with the streak, MJF and Powerhouse Hobbs when it comes to Don Callis and what he's doing with MJF is literally integrated in this whole show. It's like without him, who the hell knows what story they got going on here? So I hope they figure out a way to keep telling us long-term stories, because basically, we need them. We need the long-term stories. So I really hope that they figure that out and they don't just start giving us stuff just for the sake of giving us stuff. Give us some stories. Give us some storytelling. Don't be lazy. Give TK some help and let's write some meaningful stories out here and let's figure this thing out. So, that being said, let's get into Crown Jewel and who I think is going to win or not. Crown Jewel takes place on Saturday at 1 Saudi Arabia. And let's go down the card. I think we got 7 or 8 matches. Let's see what we got. So we got Sami Zayn and JD McDonough in the kickoff show. I got Sami Zayn winning that. We got Cody Rhodes versus Damian Priest. I think Cody beats Priest. And even though there will be shenanigans because it's the Judgment Day, I think Cody Rhodes beats Priest. And I want to say Priest cashes in, but he won't. Then we got the U.S. Championship match, Rey Mysterio versus Logan Paul. Definitely got Logan Paul winning this match. I think he will cheat, but I also think he will win, and we will have a new U.S. champ. And he'll probably lose it at WrestleMania to maybe LA Knight, maybe KO. He gonna lose it at WrestleMania, but he's gonna get, when we in November 1st, and Logan Paul's in WrestleMania, which is in April. Logan might get 3 or 4 title defenses. 3 or 4. And then he'll elevate the title, hopefully. He'll put in some good matches. He'll be that douchebag heel that we love. And yeah, that'll be that. So I got Logan Paul winning the chip. WWE Women's Championship match, Io Sky versus Bianca. I got Io Sky retaining. I don't think Bianca gets that belt in her first match back. I don't see it. So I think Io Sky retains, and I think she retains because of shenanigans, as always. John Cena versus Solo Sikoa. I got Solo Sikoa beating John Cena because of shenanigans, as always. I think we will have some bloodline shenanigans, and I think Solo Sikoa will beat John Cena. Actually, do I want to change that? They keep building it up as he hasn't won a match in 2,000 days. So maybe Cena does win that. Can Solo Sikoa take a loss right now? I'm gonna say Solo wins. Because I think John Cena is going back to Hollywood. And what's the point of beating Solo if you're going to go back to Hollywood anyway? It doesn't make sense. I got Rhea Ripley, the Women's World Championship match. Rhea Ripley, Nia Jax, Shayna Baszler, Raquel Rodriguez, Zoe Stark. I got Rhea Ripley, and this should be Rhea over everybody. I got the World Heavyweight Championship match, the match I am looking forward to the most on this show. Drew McIntyre versus Seth Rollins. You know what? I'm gonna say Seth Rollins wins, and Drew McIntyre beats the holy hell out of him and turns heel. I'm gonna say if they're gonna do a cash-in, this would be the time to do it, because they're gonna be in a big stadium show. It's gonna be packed to capacity. The crowd is gonna go crazy. And you can have Drew McIntyre turn full on heel after he loses. He just can't accept it. Rollins tries to shake his hand, sportsmanship, and he just can't take the fact that he lost. And he kicks Rollins in the nuts. He hits him with chair shots. He puts him through a table. He claymores him, he headbutts him, he beats him down, and then here comes Damian freaking Priest to cash in and be the new champ. If they wanted to do it, they could do it right now. Or I mean, they could do it at WrestleMania too. But if they wanted to do it, this would be the perfect time to do it. So let's see if they do it. Then we got Roman Reigns versus LA Knight. Yeah, I have 110% certainty LA Knight is winning. Is winning this match, and it ain't gonna be close. They will protect LA Knight somehow, but he ain't winning. It don't matter. So we'll see what happens there. But that will be your Crown Jewel, and we will be reviewing Crown Jewel, if not Saturday night, Sunday. So look out for that because it's coming. So with that being said, that's all I got for you. RJD here. All right. As always, we about to take us out. So I'm gonna need everybody to go out there, enjoy the day, be safe, because I am out. Peace.